Get up, nigga. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up, nigga. Get up. Fuck is all that about? Fuck is all that about? Check it out. Fuck is all that about? Nigga. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. One more time, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Oh. He was trying his best to make sure that Mace stayed as safe as possible, but Mace had got that money and lost his mind. Seen crazier shit happen. I know brothers that shot brothers and shit like that. So for friends to get back after a world of whatever they went through, it's not surprising to me and shit like that. But I see they don't talk about the days of being shit on, you heard? They don't talk about the things that separated them and shit like that.
Cam was like, I thought we could pull it together. Next thing I know, I see Jim performing with.
He ain't think nothing. He could pull nothing together. He couldn't do nothing with me. He couldn't tell me nothing. Like, let's not get this shit twisted. Nobody could tell me nothing. I was my own boss. I did what I did as a soldier because I was a soldier. You heard? I had the soldier. Couldn't tell me nothing.
Don't get mad at me, nigga. I'm here telling the truth. If somebody else should have told you this.
Cam was the person that got signed. He was the face card, and I understood that. And I made everybody around me understand that. Like, he's the prized possession. He cannot be touched at all. If he get touched, we go down. And that was the method. Even with Juelz. They all know. I put my life on the line for this. I've been to trial for this. I've been on America's Most Wanted for this. I've been on gang files for this. I've been on everything you can name. So when people play with me, I get real emotional because I operate off emotions. Came against 20, 30 deep by myself where niggas left me by myself. You heard? And I escaped those situations and come back and still give niggas high five. Let's do it. What we doing today?
And you know, Jim, we never talked about that. About that situation.
Any situation. There's been numerous situations.
Did that situation make shootouts.
There's been times when my cousins go to jail for 5 years for this that didn't really have to be in jail for this. Fed time. But we take it on the chin like against 20, 30 deep on my. They couldn't find enough evidence of a shootout that happened on Uptown over Cameron. You heard? I went to trial over shit like that. I went to court over shit like that. Every time you see me in the news, it was over diplomats. When I get sued and shit like that, it be over diplomats. When I'm kicking ass, when I come to the club 30 deep, it did what? It made the diplomats look good. You heard? When I'm banging blood, it was good for them, right? It was good when it was good for them. You heard? When it wasn't good for them, oh, nobody wanted to be a part of the Bloods. You be alright, nigga. You tough, right? But boy, if you really get to live this last 20 years that I lived, you would understand, boy. I put everything on the line for this. And I took it with a smile. Even when niggas doubted me, niggas down me, when I was on trial and niggas told me I need to take the plea. Take what plea? We don't take pleas, nigga. You heard? By the grace of God, the trial gets dismissed because they couldn't find enough evidence of a shootout that happened on Uptown over Cameron. You heard? I went to trial over shit like that. I went to court over shit like that. Every time you see me in the news, it was over diplomats. When I get sued and shit like that, it be over diplomats. When I'm kicking ass, when I come to the club 30 deep, it did what? It made the diplomats look good. You heard? When I'm banging blood, it was good for them, right? It was good when it was good for them. You heard? When it wasn't good for them, oh, nobody wanted to be a part of the Bloods. But when the Bloods became popping and it became the notoriety of the Bloods started becoming, oh, everybody want to turn blood. Nah, I didn't put that on camera because I was glamorizing. I put that on camera because this is what we was going through.
Feel me? There ain't nothing wrong with me, feel me? Nigga, you just hating, feel me? That's why you ain't never gonna have no paper, ain't never gonna have no bitches, feel me?
You gotta remind them who you are. Remind them who you are. Remind them you a star. Remind them. Them niggas play with your name, then you remind them who you are. I'm just trying to tell my truth, but niggas is lying on my guard. I done put so much work and I could have died on the job. I really been in kitchens with chickens when they was frying up the hard. I've been in powwows where they scream Lottie. I done walked out my building and I seen bodies. I've been in court, the DA is looking like he seen Gotti.
Hey, bro, come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
Blue Da Vinci just told this story on his platform or whatever platform recently. He got it 89% right. It's a little off, Blue. I'll tell it on Talk with Flea, my perspective of what happened. But at the end of the day, I don't be out there pumping. They chased you to the beach, nigga. You was in the sand. You was getting wet from the water, from the ocean. I don't pump that. Took your rags off. Me and JoJo was laughing about that 3 months, some cool shit. Cool. I don't pump all that shit, nigga, because I ain't trying to make the great Shakira. You know why? Because the revolution was televised, nigga. That's why I'm here, nigga. That's why I gotta work like that. That's why me and Murder is here, nigga. The revolution was televised, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? And I'll wrap it up real quick with this, nigga, because I'll be here for an hour. We got other shit to do. Stop tricking niggas out their freedom, bro. Because niggas get around you to put themselves in better situations, bro. Not to be in worse situations than they was before they met you. You get, do you understand that? I don't know if you understand that. That's why niggas come around, but then you send them on dummy missions and trick them out their freedom. Max is doing 75. I know you don't give a fuck. Jaja just wanted to be a rapper. Jaja had 10 years, my nigga. We don't know where Jeter at. Stro is just missing. I don't know what the fuck happened to Stro. Slicey, 12 years. His godson, that was 13 years old, 8 years. Shotty, he was trying to be 12 years. And I know you love Mel, because I love Mel Matrix. That's my brother. I love him. That's your man more than my man, and that's a fact. I'm not denying it. But you said when he come home, he gonna be the triple OG. Get that man a job, my nigga. Get him a job. He's the triple OG before he went in. Make sure he getting a job getting 6 digits a year. That's what it's really about. As much as that side, I don't know if they fuck with me or not. I ain't talking about this situation. You know what's gangster? Emery is gangster. Emery that had a Puma, creative, whatever the fuck he doing. It ain't even like jail back on his plate no time soon, and they ain't never going back. You know what's gangster? Biggs is gangster. Biggs come home for jail, still got a stake in Rockefeller, whatever him and Jay-Z worked out, that's cool. Or whatever, he got St. John as artist, he working with Drink Champs. That's gangster. Not throwing niggas back in the pot that eventually do something that could get them back in the same situation. And I'm not saying, man, if you got something lined up for Matrix, I'm shut the fuck up. Are you at any of these places? No, nigga. You was not there, man. You wasn't there, nigga. This is what happened, how Jomo got cool with us. Them freestyles that we just showed y'all, go Google them, have fun with them when you get time. We were popping. It wasn't no internet. Mace, myself, Big L, even though Mace and Big L on the same page, Bloodshed, my man Herb McGruff, we were super duper popping in the street prior to the internet. Everybody knew we was about to get a record deal. Everybody knew this, nigga. It wasn't no secret. Basically, you heard our freestyles, and you came up to me one day when I was chilling in front of her, you said, and this word to my dead mother, yo, man, I heard the freestyles, y'all killing shit. Yo, you know my grandmother died. If y'all want to come by and just hang out, y'all could, y'all more than welcome. We like, all right, Jomo, thanks. It didn't really make sense at the time because we like, yo, my nigga, where's Jomo inviting us to his house for? Even though he cool nigga. But it didn't make sense to be going to Jomo house. More freestyles come out. Yo, I heard the new shit you did. I heard the new shit you did. Yo, you want to come through? Come through.
We don't give a fuck! Jesus! We don't give a fuck!
A lot of shit pissed me off. Like we got Jim Jones who's trying to go bad on 50 Cent and Cameron. I mean, Jim Jones been doing his thing for a minute. So has 50 Cent and Cameron. They are pretty much, they self-proclaimed kings in New York, right? This shit's been going on for a while now. And all these cats is, I'll say a little bit older than me. So I really couldn't tell you what was going on back then because, I was like 10 years old when they were, coming out, 50 Cent. I was like in middle school and shit when that, what's that called? In the club shit, all that. Yeah, so, I wasn't, you know, around when they were coming through. So I did, do my research and see what was going on. And supposedly Jim Jones, put a couple of cats in jail, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much snitched and put his John Hancock on some paperwork and threw a couple cats in jail, and that's what Cameron's bringing up. He's not pretty much saying Jim Jones a snitch, but he did get caught up in some situations where he's talking about being on America's Most Wanted. It wasn't actually him, it was somebody that he sent to do something, and then he ended up telling on the situation and stuff like that. So that's supposedly what happened. I couldn't really find the paperwork. I didn't do all the details, but I see that Cameron already pretty much touched on it, did like an hour on Jim Jones and his situation. So, I'm gonna let them talk about their own situations. But at the end of the day, can't stand no snitch. You know what I'm saying? If you put in the work, if you did the crime, do the time. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit there and put the next man down in jail because you got the bigger bag or whatever the situation is. Like that's why people praise Thug for holding it down and actually just fighting his way out the case and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we love to see the underdog win, and that's always pretty much what the story is. And Jim Jones told on somebody to send him to jail for a long time. I heard it was 30 years, a big zook or something like that, and dudes on in the street of Harlem in New York, they all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So you already know if dudes are saying if you around them and you going to jail, and he ain't never going to jail. I mean, put two and two together. It's not fucking hard to understand. I mean, here it is yours. Either nigga you snitching on him or you throwing the shit in his lap. You know what I'm saying? Or saying that you gonna hold him down and never hold him down and shit like that. So I ain't too fond of what's going on in New York politics or back in the late '90s and early 2000s. I couldn't tell you, but at the end of the day, this snitch shit has been going on forever. And if your dudes is going to jail around somebody, you might want to stay away from them because they probably CI or something. It is what it is, man. Silence is acceptance of when you have like comments subscribe.